Welcome to Nana's House of DIY. I just got in the new NWise 12 volt jump box, 2000 milliamps. So this is what you get, a really nice case. It's hard, and you've got now, I already pre-unboxed this and familiarized myself so that I could talk you through the high points. So, the first thing that happens is this comes out. You've got a little book back here. It came in a little plastic bag, and the first thing that it had on there was a sticker that I transferred in here that says Scan Me. And it takes you to a verification website. I don't put a lot of stock in those. If I was a scammer, I could put one on everything. The only way that helps is if you actually are the creator of it, you know you made the website and it matches. Now let's talk about this thing. First of all, it's got a plug here. And it tells you there's a Type-C charging port here, and this is where the jump cables go. So first thing I want to talk about is this. It's got dust plugs. So if you were to accidentally spill something wet on this or something like that, it's not going to get inside this machine. These little dudes right here, nice and fit. You have to push them down in there. And they have a really nice seal. So I just threw it on my Type-C phone charger. The one that came with it is short and there's no brick. This is video 1, by the way. And then we're going to charge our jump box in here, which makes sure the polarity is correct by using 2 different sizes, which is good. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. So on the other side of the baggie here, you've got a charging port for your car cigarette lighter. Okay? So, if you've used this and you're still on your trip, you need to charge it back up. Go ahead and let your car battery charge it back up by plugging this into your cigarette lighter. Rock and roll. Okay? The next thing in here, and this is what I appreciate, every single jump box you get has these tiny little clamps. They make tiny clamps because that way they can make smaller packaging. They save money on shipping. They get to holler about how small it is. The only thing is, those daggum things are hard to get on there. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is a nice, heavy weight. It's taken some serious hand power for me to open that. It kind of feels like that thing when I first started riding my motorcycle. I've got a genetic condition. As you can see, I've got vitiligo, but it runs alongside of something called Ehlers-Danlos. All my joints dislocate. So when I first got my motorcycle, my hands, my grip, I had no grip strength. So I got one of those plier things like this and started working my clutch hand. So that when I pulled that clutch, I was strong. That's what it feels like. So really nice weight behind that. What does that mean? It's going to make good contact with your car. That's what that means. Nice deep tooth pattern, which means it's going to really get in there and grab onto that. This is made really well. So this is your port plug-in that plugs up right there. Now here's the charging cord that comes with it. I knew right away that doesn't been long enough for me, so I just threw my phone charger on it. I know it's got a good modulating brick, so, and it was in safe hands that way. But it all goes in this nice little case. Easy peasy. Reminder, if you've watched video 2, it takes 200 minutes to charge this from 0 to finished, because it charges 1% per 2 minutes. Y'all, it takes me my old dog box, the one that starts with the E and ends with a... The first word starts with the E, the second word starts with the R. And I've got one of them giant ones that I bought a few years ago. Yes, they do jump off, but how many jumps do you get out of them? One, possibly two. I'm having trouble because I don't have two hands to use on this. And this is a tight little fit in here. Wiggle it around and get it in there. It's actually, I'm going to wait and do that off camera because I'm just having a terrible time there. So you've got a little piece of padding here of neoprene to protect this stuff from banging into this stuff. And this just slides into this little pocket here. Now, it's also got the flashlight. Now, in order for this unit to work, you've got off and on, okay? So we're in the off position now. Nothing's happening. If I plug my charger into that, then you're going to see that it starts charging. But I'm at 100% now. To go into use mode, we need to switch it to the on position, which activates this, and that's fantastic. That's got that because it keeps you from accidentally turning it on and distinguishing your battery. If I hold that power switch for 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, you see I've got charging ports here for a cell phone or anything else that will plug up USB. Now if I push that power button again on that light, I get blinking, strobe, oh, that strobe also, I didn't realize it. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. When I go into this, look, that's S, S, O, S. S, O. That is the Navy SOS signal. So anybody that would be from like a rescue group or something like that, if you needed urgent help, you can hear them, but you can't see them. You use this, and it is the maritime signal for someone being in distress. So, cool little feature there. And then you got your white strobe. That's alerting someone to take caution. This is extreme caution. Okay? That means you could get hurt by coming up here. So if my car was on fire, I might want to take this down the road some and hit that to alert them there's a hazard up there where they could be hurt. This isn't just general, hey, watch out. This is, watch out, we need help. Okay? If I was on a side of a road and using that first one, because I had a flat tire, it would be to alert oncoming traffic that everything's okay here, but take caution and go around, don't hit me. This red one says I need help. Take caution and I need help. Please send help. There we are, back off. My research says I should get about 40 jumps on a car from this. Good Lord, please don't ever let 40 jumps go by before you recharge the unit. You have to be seriously cuckoo to do that. So we want to protect that, keep it in the off position when it's not being used. Alright, my next video will be a comparison to this one and the dinosaur in there. The dinosaur, by the way, has got to be recharged every 30 days or it just goes dead. I have found it does not matter. If I'm going to use that old one, it's going to take 5 or 6 hours of charging time before I can even take it out there. I don't care if I charged it last week. Just doesn't retain it. Doesn't have any lasting power. This one says that it takes a year to dispel that energy in this battery. We shall see. My very last video on this, I will update a year from now. I'm going to see. Toodaloo, kangaroo.